What's up, guys? We're gonna try to get in the water today. I was in for about 3 hours yesterday for the first time in 3 weeks, and I was kind of shredding. Not to be cocky and arrogant, but I was kind of shredding. I was the reverse master. My reverses are like freaking so good. I'm like, kind of like Jeff Hubbard. Alright, I'm like about 50% like Jeff Hubbard. The rest is 50% shit. But I'm doing pretty good. Anyways, no, for real though, my reverses were awesome. I've been packing my 5'4", but I didn't use it yesterday. But I did wear, thicker boots and my bigger flippers. These are my favorite flippers. I didn't wear these because they won't fit with my boots. So I had to wear my Dub Zeros. And I don't like the Dub Zeros as much as these guys. This thing, like a lot of the times when you see like fin reviews, they're like, oh, choose comfort. That's bullshit. Don't choose comfort. These fins, because of this wall right here, see that wall right there? That keeps you traction on the wave and it gives you more control. The Dubs, let me grab the Dubs. The Dubs, they're flat. There's no walls on the side. These are a drop knee fit. But I have to wear these because they don't fit over my boots. So because there's no wall right here, you don't get the traction. Like yesterday, I kind of started to slide out a little bit. So I had to lift up my rail a little more. And I don't like to do that. I don't like to readjust. What else was I going to say about these? Yeah, also, see how these ones are shorter on it, like this edge is shorter? It's less drag. You get less drag, better traction. But if you're a drop knee guy, this is flat right here, so it sits nice and flush on the board when you're doing drop knee. It's a drop knee fin. Better propulsion with these things for sure. They're stiffer. You go faster. It's harder to kick. But I'm a fan of these. But I can't buy these in this size. They don't go that big. So I have to wear these in the winter. But I might get another pair. I might have to try another brand, even though I'm a real advocate of Hubboards. I love them. But anyways, I'm bringing both suits. I don't even need the 5'4". I've been keeping it in the car just in case, because the water is starting to turn. And I didn't wear gloves yesterday, but when I got in the water, I'm like, oh, maybe I should wear my gloves. I said maybe I should have worn my gloves. And then after 5 minutes, I was fine. But after going under like 6 times, I was starting to get a little, my head was getting a little brain freeze, I'll be honest. My wetsuit's still a little wet, which I'm not too happy about, but what am I going to do? And these are what I'm wearing with the Dubs. This is size 10 flash bombs. I'm a size 10.5 shoe, by the way. But these fit me fine. I'm a 10.5 in everything except these. These are 10, right? Yeah, these are size 10. The size 10 fit perfect in size... fits perfect inside the extra large Dub Zeros, but they don't really fit in here. I mean, maybe I should try them today. Maybe I'll take off these fin savers, fin cinches, whatever you call them. But I'm going to hang my wetsuit right here. So maybe it'll dry a little more by the time I get there. Let me put this down, lock her in. And yeah, we're about to go check out the waves at Smith's Point. And I'm going to try to get footage for my reverse tutorial because I got a script written out for that reverse tutorial that's so good, guys. This is going to be... When I come out with this reverse tutorial, I know I've been saying this for months. The reason I haven't put it out is because I don't want to keep reusing boogie board footage that I have. All my tutorials, I'm taking footage from other videos. I don't want to do that all the time. It's just hard for me to record because at Gilgo, it's an outer break where it's... I filmed there a couple weeks ago, and I had to scrap the footage because it was so far. Even after I zoomed in, I was like too blurry and like I don't know, it was horrible footage that I just deleted, which sucks because I was killing it that day, and my reverses were awesome. I was doing the best reverses, very vertical sections. But I'm going to try to get some footage today of that, if I can, and this way I can use it for my reverse tutorial, because my reverse tutorial is going to be so damn good. I got it scripted already. I've had it scripted for weeks, and it's very technical. Very technical. I don't leave anything out of this thing. And guys, I'm like a scientist when it comes to this shit. But anyways, we're gonna go to Smith Point. Guys, I'm going on a solo mission out here, and I don't mind it. I gotta be honest, I don't mind it. When I go boogie boarding alone is when I get good. I swear. Alright, guys, it takes a couple of times to start this puppy. She's old. It's a 2002. It's got over 300,000 miles on it. Be nice. Gotta let it prime the fuel line. It's the check valve inside the fuel pump. It's on the fritz. Third time's a charm, though. Always works the third time. What'd I tell you? I know this band like the back of my balls. I really don't know what the back of my balls looks like. I don't know why I said that. Perhaps I should analyze it. But anyways, alright, I'm gonna stop in 7-Eleven. I gotta go to 7-Eleven. I cannot surf without like a little energy bar granola. So I'm gonna go in there and get one of my peanut butter chocolate bars. And I hope there's waves. I mean, I think it's gonna be like 2 to 3 foot. But it's onshore wind, but you know, we don't care about that. We're just looking for some good closeouts to hit. And I hope it's not pitching too much, because I have problems doing reverses on waves that pitch very fast. But I could drop in and try to go for it immediately before it gets too pitchy. But as long as it doesn't close out too fast, I should be able to land them. Even though, as long as it's a decent sized wave, anyways. Waves get small, they're harder to do them on. This is what I'm eating right now. I feel like they're pretty good before going in the ocean. Throw that in the crate. We're gonna ration it just in case we gotta hunt for waves at several spots. I'm not hungry yet. I just bought it as a backup. A little energy. I don't like to be in the ocean when I'm hungry. Guys, one time they didn't have... I wasn't always eating these. I was eating like the Special K. Like, I think they're like breakfast bars. They're like the peanut butter one. The peanut butter chocolate. I was eating those before I got in the ocean. And I really liked them. So one day they were out of them. So I'm like hunting. All they had is these protein bars. So... I told my friend about this. He was laughing because he's a big protein bar eater. I hate those protein bars where they're like, you know, just super chewy and they like taste like tar or whatever the hell. So I went in there. I'm like, oh, I can't eat that shit. Because I bought one a few times and I'm like, these are horrible. So, you know, that protein bar like consistency. So I literally went in 7-Eleven and I was squeezing the pack. Sorry, I just hit the camera. I was squeezing the packages of every protein, a different kind of protein bar. So whoever went in there to buy a protein bar, they were getting my squeezed protein bar. Like I wasn't crushing it. Well, maybe a little bit. I just give it a little squeeze. You know what I'm saying? And then my friend's like, I'll make sure I don't go to that 7-Eleven to buy a protein bar. But alright, we're on our way, baby! Alright guys, I just went over the bridge and I'm seeing a lot of cars over here. And I'm thinking that the fishermen are stealing my break because they've been here every day and I can't even surf out front. I can't surf out front. They're dominating the shore. They're dominating the shoreline because they're after the striped bass. I looked at the Tobey camera yesterday, and I actually took screenshots of it. I'm going to post the screenshots of the tow bay camera so you can see all the fishermen over there. I didn't know they fished at any other beach besides mine. I'm like, how could there be that many fishermen? Because they are stealing my break. Stealing my break. I'm not happy about it. So, I'm going to park handicap momentarily, illegally. I do not advocate parking illegally, but for the sake of the break, we gotta go check it out, baby. We gotta check out the fucking waves, all right? So hopefully the fishermen aren't everywhere. I don't see any, but I saw a lot of cars, so I don't know what those cars in the parking lot are for. But am I crooked? I'm really crooked. Let me straighten out. I'm not the best driver. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the best driver. You know, I mean, I don't, you know, get into car accidents or anything. I'm a very safe driver in that sense. But, you know, I'm kind of like, pull up in the parking spot sideways, take up 3 spots like I own the place, you know? Like I'm entitled. All right? I'm entitled. I do what I want, is what I'm trying to say to you. All right, let's go check out these waves. Let me take you off the tripod here. Guys, I don't hold the phone and talk like an animal, all right? I respect the laws of the road. All right, let's go check it out. Let me flip you over. All right, it kind of looks a little sloppy jalopy and small, and the tide looks very high. But we're gonna wait for a set to come through. I'm gonna walk a little closer. And there's not many fishermen over here. Some people on the beach though. Tide looks high. There's a lot of people walking out over here. But we might go play anyway, guys. We might go play anyways. Alright guys, so I think I see a 3-footer. It's definitely closing out terrible conditions. But I'm walking down. Like I'm walking down. Where am I? And I feel like I see a 3-footer out there. So I might set up the tripod over here. And oh, that's a good one. It's closing out. I don't really see that good of a line, but we're gonna fuck around on it anyways. That's what we do. It's a fuckery over here. I'm gonna walk the other way and check that out too. Guys, you ever see where they do that thing where they jump up and down and then they transform into their wetsuit? Well, I always wanted to do that. So today I'm gonna do it. All right, and this is how you do it. Basically, you set your camera up like this, and now we're gonna walk back to the designated area. I'm gonna line my toes right up with this. All right, and I'm gonna jump. Did I chop my head off? I think I chopped my head off. Let me make this a little higher. This is the first time I'm doing this. You know, I want to become a professional. I'm gonna raise this. There we go. All right. One more time. Next time you see me, I will be transformed. Anyway, chop my feet off. A little low, a little lower. There we go. That should be good. With committing either way. Line up the feet. Jump. Let me jump higher. Just when you thought that wasn't cool enough, that's the first time you saw that one. Hi, how's it going? Oh, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. By the way, I'm not a veteran. This is my father thing. But when people thank me, I say, you're welcome. You know, I protected the country. I protect your freedoms. You know, I'm basically a wonderful person. Let's get in that ocean now. All right, guys. This is the new painted tunnel of Smith Point. The outside looks great. However, the inside is fucking horrible. And I'm going to tell you why. I hate it. Everybody's like, it looks so good in here. I freaking hate it. Alright? It's the inside. Wow, it looks really nice, doesn't it? Now, the reason that I hate the inside of this tunnel... Sorry, I'm trying to walk straight. The wind's blowing me. The reason I hate the inside of this tunnel is because it looks like a freaking preschool. Alright? This is the beach. This is not the daycare. Alright? You don't bring your kiddies here and have them look at the pictures. It's a damn beach. See, Gilgo's tunnel? Way cooler than this. And look at this. It looks like, you know, I mean, they're not a bad artist. It's just their style is very kiddie cartoonish. And, I like the mermaid. It kind of looks like, Mark Gonzalez art. Anybody know Mark Gonzalez? The godfather of modern street skating? I'll post his art right next to it. It looks just like it. Anyways, the outside looks great. This is stupid. Beach by? It should say by beach, not beach by. I know what you're thinking. Steve, who are you to critique artwork? I'll tell you who I am. I'm a freaking artist, all right? And I know artwork, all right? I know Mark Gonzalez. Do you know that Mark Gonzalez painting is up in the White House? That's right. Donald Trump is a fan of Mark Gonzalez's artwork. Google it. Google it, bitch. I know, not my best performance. Guys, what can I say? My bodyboarding is sloppy when it's choppy, okay? I can't flip this around, hold on a second. I got gloves on. By the way, my good flippers fit over my Flash Bomb size 10 Flash Bomb boots. I took off the tethers and they worked. Thank God, because I couldn't wear the dubs. Also, am I still recording? Yeah, I'm still recording. I wanted to make sure the battery didn't die. Also, I was like, oh, I don't like wearing these gloves. I'm like, I'm having problems bottom turning. I couldn't do it. I'm like, maybe I need to get lobster claws. And then I realized the reason I was having problems bottom turning was because the water temperature is getting colder and my board isn't flexing. My board's starting to feel stiff. And I ride a PE, double string of PE. I might need to get a single string of PE, or maybe a board without a stringer. But I need a bat tail. I can't ride anything else. And, alright, we're going back to the car. Guys, that was fun. That was sloppy and choppy, but it was fun. It's bigger than it looks. You know what? The forecast only says like 2 to 3 foot, I think. But it's so choppy that I was getting these wedging peaks. And, it was pretty fun out there, dude. I was, that surfer guy that was out there, he's from Smith Point. He's a lifeguard is what I mean to say. He's a lifeguard here. So I was hanging out with him. He was cool. Might have some clips of him in there. But yeah, I didn't ride good. I was having a problem bending this board. So I think I need to, and it's early in the season. It's not even full-fledged winter yet. It's not even winter at all yet. But I need a softer board.
because without that flex, it's like it really hinders me. And also, when I bottom turn, I use my 3 fingers. I use like my, my 3 outside fingers, my pinky, what's that, your ring finger, my middle finger, to pull up on the nose. I really don't use my pointer finger on my thumb. So with these mittens, it kind of keeps everything together. So I may try lobster claws. I don't know. My brother has a pair. I could like maybe borrow from him, but then I would have to use my 2 fingers. But yeah, I use my 3 fingers with it, and I crank it. I love a board with flex. I like to crank the board super hard and bend that shit. And yeah, I couldn't bottom turn. My board is like riding very stiff, and I don't like that, dude. And also, those waves are super hard to ride, dude. They were unpredictable. It was like a washing machine out there. They were unpredictable. They kept going flat on me. They were closing out on me. I was riding on impulse. I couldn't like practice new things because it was like, oh, maybe I could have. I should have tried reverses off that colliding section, but I wasn't fast enough. I don't have the muscle memory for that. But I could have done it. I have done it. And but I wasn't thinking fast enough. That's why you need to develop that muscle memory. But that was fun, bro. I'm glad I went in. Solo mission. It was a solo mission, but I had a friend. Anyways, let's get back to the car.
And now, guys, time to get it out of this sweatsuit, back into regular clothes. Ah! Was that funny or what? Oh God, I'm the best vlogger in the world! Wink, wink, wink.